Hey, what's up, you guys? So I am back with another video because yesterday I did a poll on my story on Instagram to see what areas people wanted me to do a reading on, and it was finance and career in the top spot. The second, I guess, runner up was what you need to know. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick read. I'm gonna try to make it under 30 minutes as much as possible. So it'll be strictly general, what you need to know. Okay, depending on the theme or the energy that I'm picking up, I'll go into a little bit deeper. But of course, as always, if you need a personal reading, hit me up. Okay, immediately when I split the deck, okay, Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. So okay, could be single, getting your finances together, looking good, feeling good. Leadership could be significant, leveling up. Okay, let's see what else comes out. That's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, feeling good, looking better. Finances stabilizing. Good sign. Okay. September, significant, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months. Okay, see what comes out. Okay, you don't have to be single either, but single, independent, taking care of yourself, or learning to be more independent. Okay, so this could be somebody who works alone, lives alone, handles things for themselves. So if you are not single, you're probably moving like you single or acting like you single. Okay. Looking good, you know, maybe people are approaching you, seeing that you take care of yourself very nicely. Okay. You know, you look like you fine. You take care of yourself nicely. You dress well. And if not, you will be, because your money is going to be secure and stable enough for you to pour back into yourself, where you start leveling up in areas of beauty, self-care, okay, in your home, luxury. Okay, so let's see what comes out. That was just a split the deck read. Okay, let's see what else comes out. What do you need to know? General reading. Okay, we got the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. So you could be healing, resting, okay, or a need to. Now I look at this few different ways. Okay, physically, if you have been hurt and you are needing to rest. Okay, sometimes when I look at the Nine of Wands, it makes me think of somebody that is maybe twisted their ankle, sprained something, or they're physically exhausted or depleted or about to be. If you are healing, on the recovery, on the mend, definitely take care of yourself and rest. Healing could be significant. I feel like somebody who could have been, you know, always pray for protection, however you do. Okay, but it feels like somebody probably escaped death in a sense, or you know, could have been life-threatening situation. If you have you know, survived something that someone else did not survive, my condolences, because I do see that as well. And you know, I don't like to read things like that, but I mean, it is what it is. This is what I see. You know, sometimes when I look at this, it makes me think of a coffin. Resting, you know, taking care of yourself, you know, resting in peace could be significant, or peacefully resting. Okay, like I said, my condolences if you are going through something tragic or life-threatening. Heal. Hopefully you heal physically and spiritually. The Wands is more energetic. So tiredness, feeling down, feeling dreary. So if you're feeling those ways, hopefully this brings, peace, solitude, rest, comfort. This could be someone who likes to um, be active or stay inactive when they need to sit down and rest. Or this could be physical therapy. So if this is you trying to get better, having your days of, walking around, maybe walking on your feet. If you sprained an ankle, could be significant. But getting back out there to strengthen yourself could be significant. Now, the Nine of Wands is more so resilience. So, as I said, I see this multiple ways. If it is physical or spiritual, energetic, sometimes you have to push through, but know your limits. Know when it's time to take a break. The Four of Swords can be that as well, recuperating, taking a break, okay? Especially if you've been fighting for something, fighting things off, taking care of yourself in that way. But courage, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for worse, pessimism, weary, Four of Swords, rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation. So you could be definitely healing or needing to heal or rest. Retreat, renewal, and solitude. So if you have been hurt, down, you can't get out there, you can't shake a tail feather, you can't walk, it's just time for you to sit down and relax and reflect. Sometimes when we are doing too much, trying to do everything, not taking cautious or precautious steps, you can be clumsy, fumble, twist your ankle. It happens. Things happen where you have to sit down and rest. Sometimes when you are overworking yourself, health will deteriorate. You can get sick, you can make yourself sick. So I would definitely say if this is you doing too much, stressing out, doing all these things that you need to take a break from, sit down. Sit down before life sits you down, because sometimes the Four of Wands come when it's time for you to take a break. Mental health, okay, rest and recovery mentally, speaking. Wands is more so like fiery passion and energetic spirit. However, with this Nine of Wands, it's kind of like, I know you fought the good fight, but sit down a little bit, okay? With the Four of Swords, I'm getting, this could be a time where you need your alone time, where you don't want to talk to nobody, where you can't talk to anybody because you're resting, you're recovering, you're healing. Okay, the Four of Swords is healing, restoration, when it's mentally and communicative. Sometimes you need to take a break from a conversation. Maybe you needed a couple days to yourself. Maybe you need to take a break from communicating because it's a tireless effort trying to put in all of your effort and your energy into something where it's just like, fuck, I'm about to give up. I need to sit down. I need to take a break from this. So solitude, maybe you are taking a break, taking space. If it is work related, relationship wise, for self, whatever it is, it could be much needed rest. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. April could be significant. September 4th could be significant. April 9th could be significant. Okay, yeah, somebody could be walking away from a conversation. I seen the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So communication, trying to keep the peace. Okay, if you are walking away from a situation for spiritual reasons, okay, spiritual reasons does not always have to be religious based. This could be you having the need to walk away just for peace for you. You could be delaying a conversation because, you know, you need a moment to collect your thoughts. Maybe this is tiresome for you. So let's see what else comes out. General reading. Let's see if we can get some clarification for the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. Okay. Maybe a 4-day break could be significant. This could be workman's comp. This could be, these came out. So yeah, definitely some healing. Okay, so we're gonna do this like this so you can see how these cards came out. Full recovery. Okay, I feel like maybe September 4th to September 21st could be significant. It could be, what is that? Let's see, September 4th. About 2 weeks of chilling, relaxing. I feel like if you are a restless person, okay, the reason why I'm saying restless is because this energy here is just letting me know maybe you don't want to sit down. You're trying to give it all that you got. You sitting down, you know, maybe 4 days in, you can't. Maybe you're supposed to rest for 9 days. 4 days in, you restless, you can't sleep. But full recovery. I feel like full recovery. The 17th, the 17th could be significant, but this is healing. There's definitely some type of healing that's gonna take place. I feel like somebody's gonna come into full recovery. So this could be surgery. This could be, you know, physical pain, whatever that is, full recovery. I would definitely say if you cannot sleep at night, if you are a night owl, perfect time to do whatever you need to do. I feel like maybe the nighttime could be significant. If you cannot sleep and you're up during the day, you can't sleep at night, you're just restless energy, maybe you're just ready to get back into traveling, getting back to your old self, getting back into your renewed self. Okay, I just feel like that you need a full cycle of healing to have that. It could be physical, mental, and just not worrying about whatever the issue is. There is some fear, some worry, despair. Okay, I did say dreary earlier, so I don't know if this is, you know, nightmares. Okay, healing. Okay, but prayers could be answered during this time. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Capricorn energy. So this could be a whole cycle. 9 months to a year could be significant. January, February could be significant as well. May, June, September, October, November, December, August, July, March, and April could be significant. So timing could be, you know, within that time frame. But I just feel like right now, if you are needing to heal or someone around you needs to heal, just encourage them to lay down and rest. You know, sometimes you need that, you need that time to like rejuvenate. Okay, replenishment. Okay, rest, pour back into yourself. Okay, whatever that is. If you need to rest, lay down. If you need to hydrate, hydrate. I feel like when you are mentally restless, okay, this could be overthinking. This could be worrying about things that haven't even occurred yet. Okay, anxiety is when you are overthinking about the future. Depression is when you're overthinking about the past, things that you cannot change. You can only learn from the past. So if you are overthinking some things, shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda never went there, I shoulda never did this, unfortunately, you're going to have to make peace with that. Whatever had happened, you're going to have to make peace with that and heal in your own timing, okay? December, January could be significant. 21 days, could be significant. If it's like healing for like years and cycles, it is what it is. You cannot put a timestamp on healing. You can think you are healed and a memory come up, a dream, a nightmare, a night terror. You know, you can get flashbacks of things and you are on a healing journey, and to close out cycles, you might have to run through that and process it mentally. Okay? So if you have to go through those things and you are feeling hopeless, hope is here. The star card brings hope and answered prayers. In Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius as well, so shout out to my Aquarius. But January, February could be significant. Hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, good omen, rejuvenation. So, you know, rejuvenating yourself. Water signs could be significant. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. This could be I was gonna say a bathing, bathing, cleansing, could be significant. Water, swimming pool, shower. Okay, if maybe you can't stand on your leg or foot long, okay, this could be leg pain. This could be having a crutch or leaning on something, a cane. Maybe taking a bath, but you probably might need assistance. But you know, taking a bath could be significant. Maybe washing your feet, you know, taking care of yourself. But I just feel like despair in this energy here, it just feel like you're waiting to heal, waiting for something to be over, waiting for this to pass. Okay. It's giving me joy comes in the morning. Okay. But I just also feel like if you can't sleep at night, you know, and you're up at night and you can only rest in the morning, that's your schedule. Shit. At the end of the day, if you have nowhere to be, if that's your life kind of like switched around, now you up at night, graveyard shift. Hey, it is what it is. That's your new schedule. Sleep in the morning, sleep when you can, get rest when you can, as much as you can. Okay. Also, the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is heavy mental, like a lot on your mind. Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, despair, trauma. Okay, if you are dealing with trauma, physical trauma, mental trauma, emotional trauma, spiritual trauma, you got to push through that, baby. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I feel like if this is like PTSD from an accident, PTSD from a situation, or this could just be spiritual where you are going through a process of healing, that healing journey, you know, everybody has their moment of time where they deal with their trauma, they deal with their situations. If this is a moment for you, it's going to end well. It's going to end well. All this in between here, it'll end well. Trust me. Okay. I don't know. Maybe, you know, liberation. It's giving me liberation, you know, walking around the house naked, you know. I don't, you know, it's not something for everybody, but, you know, hopefully I don't get banned or anything for these cards, but walking around naked, you know, little little cover up here, you know, but I just feel like someone is able to just let loose, let it all hang out. And maybe that's that you're doing. You're just letting it all come out, and you probably don't realize how much trauma you had built up mentally, and you're healing that. And you know, day by day, I feel like you'll come to full circle, a completion. I feel like once you let this process happen, you know, you're closing out cycles. Closure comes. Sometimes you make peace. You make peace with yourself. You make peace with the situation at hand. You know, change positions. It could be introspection and perspective that is helping you. Okay. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving. Okay, maybe this is you rising up after, you know, being down so long. I would definitely say, if you can't travel for that time, once you are healed and once you are able to travel and celebrate, start planning where you're going. Okay. Make those trips, take those trips. Maybe you was ready to take a trip and you got into a moment where you need to sit down and rest. If you are traveling and you are needing to be extra careful, be extra careful. Okay, because you're probably upset that you might have to be in the hotel room, the Airbnb, the home, whatever, and just chill and, don't do too much. Like, this is your life at the end of the day, but, if you are prone to accidents or you are clumsy, if you are careless, I mean, it is what it is. You might have to sit one out. You can't participate in the reindeer games. You have to sit on the sidelines, and if that is it, it is what it is. But I feel like you'll have a full recovery with that world card. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is really good to see. This was in the reading from yesterday. So Ace of Cups, love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, marriage. Ten of Pentacles, wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution. For some of you, okay, if you are expecting, congratulations, okay? If you are being proposed to, or if you're worried about being proposed to, if you're worried about a pregnancy, if that is all that's going through your mind, if you don't want to repeat the same thing and you're worried about this and worried about that, healing is here. So I don't really want to spend too much time on the negative, if you deem this as negative. I don't want you to overthink this, because Nine of Swords is overthinking it already, overcomplicating it, when you need to just get your mind right and compartmentalize things and take care of things as you can, structure mentally as you can. Okay, it is what it is. With this Ace of Cups, this is healing. This could be libations. Okay, hydration, headaches could be significant, can't sleep, maybe you're dehydrated, partaking in I don't know, maybe you drink a lot, okay, or someone around you drinks a lot and they need to cut back to avoid accidents, or tripping, falling, stumbling, doing too much, but no judgment, because this is your life. I'm just reading the cards, okay? This just makes me think of a cup that's overflowing. I see that two ways. This could be drinking, or partying, celebrations, or your cup runneth over with healing, with blessings, with abundance, okay? Emotional abundance, overwhelming joy, okay? But this Ten of Pentacles, this is money, okay? So this could be like a family thing, a family vacation. Maybe your family is supporting you, your family is taking care of you, they're checking on you, or your community, your friends, your loved ones, the ones that support you. Maybe they're making sure you're good, or you're hoping that they do, or maybe you're overthinking about a situation. But in a financial energy with the Ten of Pentacles, this is money, big money, okay? This is inheritance. This is like I said, condolences. If you are coming into money through an inheritance, a life insurance policy, condolences. Maybe this is an opportunity for financial assistance, and of course you got to heal through maybe a loss for some of you, and you probably are going through the motions with that. And like I said, my condolences. January, September, October could be significant. April as well. October 10th could be significant. September 4th to October 10th could be significant. But of course, like I said, be safe, be mindful of things. You know, this is not for you to overthink and worry, because I don't want you to overthink and worry. Live life, okay? Live life. Whatever, you know, whatever will be. However, don't overthink it. Don't have anxiety. Don't have worry. Don't let readings make you worry about certain things that is not even in your energy. Okay? If it's not for you, don't take it. You know, it's not supposed to um, resonate for everyone. You know, pick what resonates for you. But again, if you are worried about a trip, worried about the things, you go, this could be somebody who is overthinking, like, what if this happens on the trip? What if I fall? What if I this? What if we did? Like, overthinking so much where you can't even sleep, you can't even enjoy the possibility of this upcoming trip. Relax, chill, get some water, and rest. Okay, you probably are someone who is prone to accidents and you worry or have a lot of fear, or maybe your family worries and you know, they check on you, make sure you're good. But you know, I feel like financial security, support, security, your family is going to support you, however it goes. But wrap that up. Wrap that energy up, because if you have a trip, you have something that you need to accomplish, you have something you need to close out, cycles you need to close out. You know, this could be a cycle you need to close out, this worry, this fear, this insomnia. There's going to be better days. There's going to be days where you can get a full night's sleep. Okay, maybe you're trying to sleep and you can only rest, you can only take a couple quick naps because you're overthinking. Get your mind right. The way you rest a restless mind is through rest. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, again, anxiety, you worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. Sometimes our nervous system can pick up fear and worry, and then we start freaking out. Relax. Hasn't happened yet. Okay? Depression, you overthinking about shoulda, coulda, woulda from the past. You cannot change what has happened. You can always move forward and make better choices, or be aware. Okay? So take what resonates. Okay? I feel like healing comes and understanding comes, and the world card is always about leveling up and graduating. So I feel like if you are celebrating a pivotal moment because you are closing out a cycle, you have healed, you're just reflecting. Okay, maybe when you're laying down, you're reflecting of a time where you were down. Okay, it's a beautiful thing to get closure. Maybe you're closing out a lot of cycles, healing. Okay, 9 could be significant. 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, September. Okay, when I look at this, I see 9 and 1, which is 10 and 10. There's an ending that needs to happen. You're probably in the middle or reflecting on a chapter that's closed. You already went through it and you're just reflecting, looking back, happy, looking good with your family, feeling good, family gatherings, money, everybody look good, money flowing, everything's good, and you're blessed, you're happy, and you're like, wow, I cannot believe I went through this. And now looking back and reflecting. So maybe this is a time, or September is a time where, like, damn, we almost lost you. Okay, mentally, physically, emotionally, maybe somebody is reflecting like, damn, we almost lost you. Let's celebrate, let's heal, let's drink, cheers, let's celebrate, you know, because we almost lost you. So my condolences if you have lost someone. Even if this is your old self, your old ways of thinking, the old you that was down and had to go through some very traumatic things. Rest in peace to the old you. Okay, rest in peace to the old you. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate the moments with your family. Be grateful. Be gratitude that you are still here and you're able to still move forward. Okay, so Taker resonates, cycles complete. Okay, bye.